Bruce Braley, to insult Chuck Grassley and farmers all in the same breath is pretty breathtaking when you think of it being from Iowa. We should not forget Braley was standing in front of the half-empty whiskey bottles, and he was telling the Texas trial lawyers, he said, "I'm with you, I'm one of you, I fought tort reform for 30 years, and if you write enough big checks, you'll elect me to the Senate. If you don't, Chuck Grassley is going to be a farmer who's never gone to law school, is going to be the next chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee." Well, I think that's a pretty good deal. Yeah. I go for that. I'm not sure what they teach in law school, but I know you can go to law school and study constitutional law and never have to read the Constitution and never be tested on the text of it. That's just a fact in this country today, a sad fact, but a fact. Well, anyway, so Bruce Braley, to dig himself out of this hole, what he said about Chuck Grassley and farmers, he put out a tweet that said, "Well, I grew up detasseling corn and baling hay." Problem with that was he misspelled both detasseling and baling. And, you know, anybody that's thrown a few thousand bales is going to know. B-A-L-E. Oh, yeah. I've got another B-A-L-E. But when you're in Braley's condition, you think, now I've got a B-A-I-L myself out of this B-A-L-E hole I can dig. So, how am I going to do that? Oh, let's see. Maybe I should remind them that outside town where I grew up, out in the neighborhood, there were family farms. And let's send a picture out there to show people what they look like. So we did. And it was a nice looking set of building sites for a family farm. And I saw it. And it looked fine to me. I didn't really ask any questions. Somebody else did. And they thought, what would happen if I went on Google Images and just typed in family farm? See what kind of image popped up. First image, upper left-hand corner, Google search images, family farm, was a picture of the building site that coincidentally was Brandon's neighborhood. Now, how could that be so coincidental? You know, well, there are no coincidences in politics. That I've known for a long time. So some skeptic decided, I'm going to call those folks up and ask them if they actually live out there in that neighborhood of Braley's. And so they did. Funny, it didn't sound like it was an Iowa accent. They asked them, is this a farm you live on? Sure is. Well, what do you raise there? Fruit. A fruit farm. What was that accent about? It sounded like Simon Conway. Because they were in jolly old England. A fruit farm in England was posted on the internet. So, tell me, if we couldn't really trust Bruce Braley to go down to Dallas to talk to the trial lawyers without dinging farmers and Chuck Grassley and telling that he was going to fight tort reform, and if we really couldn't trust him then to tell us about detasseling and baling hay, and if we really couldn't trust him about this family farm that turned out to be a fruit farm in England, these are the simplest things. What could we trust him on? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah? But it must be said, Nancy Pelosi trusted him. So the bases were loaded with nobody out. And we're down there to the end of the 9th inning on Obamacare. Actually, and so she needed a relief pitcher to come in to make the closing argument to sell Obamacare. Now, if you're Casey Stengel and you're looking at your bullpen, and it's the 7th game of the World Series, and you're in that condition, you don't go back there and pick your 3rd, 4th, or 5th guy in the bullpen and think you're going to save your ace for later. There is no later. You go to your ace. Nancy Pelosi's ace to make the closing argument on Obamacare was Bruce Braley. Don't forget it. Without Bruce Braley, we would not have Obamacare. And we can have Joni Ernst, we can have Bruce Braley, but we're going to have a majority in the United States Senate, and we're going to elect Joni Ernst to do that for us.